A common question for private investigators is, are your investigations lawful? Absolutely. Expert investigations, everything we do is totally lawful, it's done in a moral manner, and it's absolutely ethical. And we will stand behind what we do in any legal forum whatsoever. And in 21 years, we've never been criticised for the way that we operate and the way that we gather our evidence. Now, the Human Rights Act is often cited as being a reason not to do investigations. The Human Rights Act is no barrier to conduct investigations, and you can conduct investigations, including proactive investigations like surveillance. You also need to be aware within the commercial world of the piece of legislation known as RIPA, the Regulatory Investigatory Powers at Work Act. Again, this is not a bar to conducting investigations, it just sets the parameters of how an investigation has to be run. It's also really important to understand various aspects of the law with regards to criminal offences. If you're investigating theft, if you don't understand the Theft Act, then how on earth can you investigate it? The Theft Act has 7 ingredients to it, and if you do not know all of those 7 ingredients, you will not necessarily be able to prove the offence, certainly not beyond reasonable doubt. Similarly with things like fraud, because there's a multitude of different offences under the Fraud Act. If you're looking at drug issues, then there's a lot of legislation under the Drugs Misuse Act. And you have to understand as well civil law and aspects of civil law. So every investigation that we do, we understand the law, we understand the points to prove, and we understand how to gather, preserve and present that evidence, and we'll supply for you a lawful investigation.